The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Krampanis. We are at the Mecca of high school wrestling, Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. We've got a great championship edition of high school sports all over the state, but we get started here in AC. Jake Cook and Mike Frankel break down the state wrestling championships.
Thanks, Rich. Great to be back at Boardwalk Hall for the state wrestling finals, and great for the girls to be back too, Jay. A couple of years the finals held up in Phillipsburg, but the girls are back in the spotlight here in AC this year. I'll have a full girls recap coming up.
And the guys, another great year here in Atlantic City. We're going to get it started at 175 pounds. Two former state champions meet in the toughest bracket here in AC. Delbarton Simon Ruiz won states at 157 a year ago. Brick Memorial's Harvey Ludington won the 170-pound title as a freshman last season. They clash in the final bout of the night. Ruiz scores a takedown late in the first period to go up 2-0. Ludington works a takedown of his own late in the second period, but trails 3-2 after 2. Ludington needs an escape to stay alive in the third period, but cannot fight out. Simon Ruiz wins back-to-back state titles with a 3-2 decision win.
Coach Harrington in the room kept saying to me every day, nothing sweeter than a repeater. And I wanted to get that feeling, and it feels good.
The heavyweight state championship was a true war. Jimmy Mullen of St. Joe's Montvale goes for state title number 3. He faces his good friend Max Achardi of Paramus Catholic. Achardi brought his A-game Saturday afternoon. A textbook fireman's carry gets Mullen down. Achardi leads 3-2 at the end of the second period. Now we go to the final 10 seconds of the match, tied at 3. Time is winding down, and Mullen scores a buzzer-beating takedown. 2 for the take, 2 for backs, and Jimmy Mullen is a 3-time state champion. And that wild ending caps off a historic career.
Some kids dwell on it, but I go out there and I love it, and especially that atmosphere with how that match went. Didn't look pretty at all, but at the end of the day, you got to go get it done.
St. John Vianney star Anthony Knox looks for his second title in 2 seasons. He faces Delbarton state champ Daniel Jones in the 120-pound final. Knox is as technically sound a wrestler you'll find in the state. He races out to a 2-1 lead on Jones through 1. This takedown in the third period seals a 10-2 major decision win. From the mat, Knox tells his corner 2 more. The Lancer is striving to be a 4-time state champ. He's well on his way after number 2.
Of course, I know I'll never reach perfection because nothing's ever perfect, but that's what I'm chasing day in and day out, and I'm not going to stop until the day I die.
Brick Memorial's Anthony Santinello will wrestle at Oklahoma in a few months' time, but still has one more hurdle, the 132-pound final. Santinello wrestled loose and confident and parlayed that into a commanding 10-0 win over Mount Olive's Jack Bastorica. Santinello scored at least a major decision in every bout he wrestled in Atlantic City.
Went in the bed at 9, didn't go to bed at 3:30. Woke up at 6, you can't sleep. Couldn't take a nap all day. It was just so happy to get it done. There's so much more to do after this. So, this is just the beginning. I'm chasing national titles now at Oklahoma.
Thanks, Jay. Tremendous action in the girls' finals as we spotlight a few marquee matches. Let's begin at 138 pounds. Southern's Jayla Hahn versus Jackson Memorial's Camila Bashad. We're late in the second period when Hahn gets the takedown plus a pair of back points. Bashad counters with a reversal just before the buzzer, and Hahn leads 4-3 heading to the third. But Hahn responds with more back points here in the third. It's history for Hahn. She wins by decision 7-3 to capture her second state crown, the first coming back at Lakewood as a freshman. It's also Jayla Hahn's 100th career win in her final high school match.
I'm really excited. As I've been saying, I worked really hard all 4 years, especially this year being at Southern. I'm just really excited for the outcome.
Let's go to 152 pounds, Ridgewood's Camila Castro versus Lodi Immaculate's Jenna Folleri. We're in the second period here. Folleri is working for the pin, and there it is. Jenna Folleri flips out for her second state title. The senior goes out on top in AC.
Honestly, I'm so stoked. Like, it was my last year. I just went out there, I had fun. And I'm so sad that it's all over. I mean, I plan on wrestling in college, but I love my high school team. I love my coaches. So, I'm really glad about the way that it ended.
107 pounds now. This is Marlo Donato of Jackson Memorial taking on Liana Mercado of Lodi. Mercado scoring early and often in this one, and at the same time keeping Donato off the board. Mercado cruises to an 8-0 major decision. The junior takes home her first state crown.
It feels amazing. A lot of hard work, a lot of tears, everything. I'm just glad and thankful for everyone that was in my corner and supporting me.
Last but certainly not least, Bloomfield's Kira Pipkins chasing her 4th state title, taking on Liliana Zaku Ramos of Newton Kittatinny. Pipkins in control from the start. The takedown plus 3 backs in the first. That's a 5-point move to set the tone. And from there, it's just a matter of time. Pipkins wins an 11-1 major decision. The Columbia commit becomes the first 4-time girls state champion in New Jersey history.
Remember my first day in wrestling? I only won 1 match. So to look back at all the years and how much I've grown, I impressed myself.
What a start to another episode of Jersey Sports Zone wall-to-wall wrestling coverage. We've got you covered with hoops coming up. The non-public boys state finals at Rutgers are on the other side. Plus, don't forget, the JSE Top 10 Plays of the Week are coming up later in the show. Jersey Sports Zone, we'll be right back.
If you need to see a doctor, RWJ Barnabas Health has 2 easy ways to do it from anywhere. You can see an urgent care provider 24/7 on any device with our Telemed app. Or use our website to book a virtual visit with an RWJ Barnabas Health Medical Group provider or specialist, even as a new patient. You've taken every precaution, and so have we. So don't delay your care any longer. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Get back the life you love.
Welcome back to the show. The basketball state championships start here at Rutgers University, and we're going to get started with a Cinderella run in non-public A. Jay Cook has that story.
Thanks, Rich. The non-public A state championship features 2 programs hungry for a title. Union Catholic's only championship came back in 1987. For St. Peter's Prep, you've got to go back even further to 1962. First quarter, Union Catholic begins to run their offense through Chim Okioma. Count the jumper and 1, it's a 3-point play. St. Peter's Prep wants to speed it up, and they answer back. Count the hoop and the foul for Jackson Tyndall. St. Peter's leads 16-12 after 1. Union Catholic had some foul trouble in the first half, but Chim Okioma kept the Vikings in it. He's got 10 at the break. But it's St. Peter's who goes into halftime with the lead. Peyton Miller with some fancy moves. The Marauders are up 23-21 at intermission. The Vikings turn up the heat in the third. Chim Okioma from downtown again. Union Catholic takes their first lead since early in the first quarter. Now they're off and running. AJ out the belly to Farouk Muntari for a big-time jam. Muntari throws it down with authority. The Marauders close the gap with this 3 from Jackson Tyndall. He had 10 points and 10 rebounds. UC kept their foot on the gas in the fourth. Keyshawn Winchester with 2 of his 7 points. The Vikings go up by 4 with 4.5 to play. Now we fast forward. 5.8 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts. St. Peter's with possession. They need a 3 to stay alive. Nico Pena gets a shot off, It's short, and Union Catholic wins the non-public A state championship. 38-35 is the final. UC was seeded 5th in South Jersey, traveled all over the state, and delivered as underdogs for their first state title since 1987.
We're definitely underdogs. Nobody had us. I'm reading articles. I'm looking at Instagram posts. That point, St. Peter that. And yeah, I just had to come show them what to play. So, no surprise, not surprised, really. I knew this was going to happen.
It's the final game of the Simeon Wilcher era at Roselle Catholic. The Lions looking for back-to-back state titles. It's Roselle Catholic facing off against St. Rose. The Purple Roses lost to RC by 21 in the regular season. This game had some memorable moments. Wilcher gets it started with a nasty slam. Wilcher is able to dunk despite Matt Hodges' attempt to swat it away. How does Hodge respond? He drops the hammer over Mackenzie Mbako. Whoa! Matt Hodge gets a poster dunk on a McDonald's All-American. St. Rose came to play at Rutgers. Final seconds of the third. Off the miss, Gio Panzini beats the buzzer. What a huge bucket. We head to the fourth quarter, and the upset alert is on. St. Rose leads 44-43. Akil Watson's final high school game should get Arizona State fans excited for the future. Roselle Catholic builds an 8-point lead, 52-44. Matt Hodge tried to keep the Roses in the game. He sinks the three-pointer here to cut the lead to 5. But how's this for a response? Rich Briscoe takes flight. Oh my goodness, it's a spectacle. That's an insane dunk. Take another look. We knew Briscoe had hops, but this is one of the most high-flying jams we've seen this season. Rich Briscoe delivers the exclamation point and energizes Roselle Catholic to close out the game. 68-59 is your final. RC finishes 22-5, no losses against New Jersey schools. The Lions avoided the upset thanks to a sensational fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, we just said we have to close it, play harder on defense, and just move the ball, and that's what we did. It feels great. That's what Roselle does, and that's what we brought to the table today.
I don't know. I just saw the ball coming to me. I had a lot of momentum. It was just me and the rim. I just went up, and I just threw it.
Is that number one on your highlight reel right there?
Yeah, that's definitely number one.
The non-public A South Final is the girls' basketball game of the year in New Jersey. 2 McDonald's All-Americans leading the 2 best teams in the state, as Hannah Hidalgo and Paul VI take on Zoe Brooks and St. John Vianney. Brooks has missed the last several games with a foot injury, but she's toughing it out with a title on the line. The North Carolina State commit penetrates and finishes with the smooth finger roll. Then the Eagles explode in the second quarter. Hidalgo with the steal, and the senior races all the way in for the layup. PVI stretches the lead to 12 at the break. Here come Brooks and the Lancers in the third. Zoe Brooks gets to her spot and sinks the short jumper. St. John Vianney is back within 6. And then later it's Brooks with the steal. Zoe Brooks all the way to the bucket for 2 more. The Lancers come all the way back to lead by 2 heading to the fourth. The Lancers' lead is 1 with a minute and a half to go. Brooks dealing with leg cramps in this game on top of the foot injury, continuing to tough it out as she gets 2 more in tight. SJV leads by 3. But at the other end, it's Hidalgo to Eva Andrews for 3. Andrews drills it, and we're tied at 58 with a minute left. Janie Bachman at the line now. She makes the first, misses the second, but the Holy Cross commit grabs her own rebound and scores. So Bachman is able to put Vianney back up by 3. Paul VI with an answer again after the block. Hidalgo grabs the ball out to Andrews. Eva Andrews drains another 3. And we're tied again with 19 seconds left in regulation. So here we go after the timeout. Brooks gives the ball up and then gets it back. Time running out as she drives through the lane. The shot at the buzzer is good. Zoe Brooks beats the buzzer for the sectional championship. 63-61 the final.
We ran a play and they were overplaying me, so I knew I had to come back around, and I knew I didn't have much time, so I just took the shot that I'm most comfortable with. This was a big game. This was bigger than Lehigh to us because this actually meant something. We play as a team and I love them.
Time to step away. When we come back, Jay Cook breaks down state championship Monday on the ice. We'll look ahead to the New Jersey Hockey State Championships when Jersey Sports Zone continues.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ-Barnabas Health.
It's really nice to be in a situation in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
Welcome back to the show. With basketball and wrestling finally coming to a conclusion, that leaves us with one more sport to go, hockey season. The road to the Rock is officially set. 10 teams in New Jersey have punched their tickets to the Prudential Center on Monday. Let's see who will play in the state championships. Let's start with the main event, the non-public championship. Delbarton has been #1 in New Jersey all season long, and they look to finish the job with one more win. The top line of Trip Pendy, Nick Facone, and Duncan Stewart has produced 138 points this season. The Green Wave also have arguably the state's top goaltender on the ice. Jason Kai has a stellar .933 save percentage. St. Augustine heads to the final after a pair of stunning upsets. The Hermits defeated reigning champs CBA in the quarterfinals and then downed Don Bosco in overtime in the semis. Bobby Kennedy might be the hottest goaltender in the state. He's set the tone for the Hermits on this deep playoff run. St. Augustine will lean on first-team Gordon Conference selection Ryan Bates and a balanced offense to score one more upset. The Skyland Conference will be well represented in the Public A finale. It will be the rubber match between perennial rivals Hillsborough and Ridge. The NJSIAA disqualified Ridge star Igor Barabanov from the state playoffs, leaving a big hole in Ridge's lineup. Yet the Red Devils have continued to chug along. They scored a 3-1 win over Livingston in the semifinals. Hillsborough punched their ticket to the state final after Logan Bergy scored an overtime game winner to defeat Westfield. He and Nolan Collison have both had great seasons. Collison has 66 points on the year, and the Raiders will need him to produce to end the season with one more win. Hillsborough has evolved as a team as the season has rolled along.
Oh, it's a totally different team nowadays. I mean, 9-2 in the first game of the season just shows how much we grew all year. I mean, I'm just so proud of our team, you know. It's just crazy.
The Public B Championship pits Chatham against Middletown North. These two teams skated to a 4-4 tie in Middletown back on January 12th. Thomas Barron gave the Lions a 4-3 lead in the third period before Ronan Curry answered 8 seconds later to earn Chatham a point. The Cougars are loaded with point scorers, but will be without star defenseman Nikita Kanevich. The University of New Hampshire commit is serving a 2-game suspension after a DQ in Chatham's win over Summit. Chatham shocked defending state champ Northern Highlands 4-1 in the state semifinals, highlighted by Doyle Curry's 5-on-3 shorthanded goal. The Lions return to the Rock for a second straight year, thanks to Jack Turner's end-to-end rush that produced the game winner in a 2-1 win over Ramapo. After losing to Northern Highlands last year in Newark, Mid-North gets a second chance to win a state championship.
You know, it means everything. You know, this is what everybody dreams of when, you know, they're freshmen in high school, and to actually being a senior and make it to this point, not once but twice, is absolutely thrilling, and it's worth the world.
Two wildly explosive offenses clash in the Public C State Championship. Woodbridge Township is the only team left in New Jersey without a loss. Star junior Ryan Luco and senior Hubert Polklapek enter the state final with 99 points each. Luco is arguably New Jersey's most dangerous goal scorer when he's in the zone. Governor Livingston won this championship a season ago, and they will need plenty of fireworks to defend. It starts and ends with Brian Kramer. The McInnes Division MVP comes in with 52 points. His leadership and playmaking ability will have a major impact in this game. The girls' state final has a familiar face. Reigning champions Morristown Bayard will look to defend their title against Pingree. The Crimson have won each of the last 5 matchups against the Big Blue. We will be at the Prudential Center all day on Monday. Follow along with us at JerseySportsZone.com as we bring you highlights and more from all 5 state finals.
Time for one more break. This week's top 10 is off the charts. Incredible postseason moments, all vie for the top spot when we return.
If you need to see a doctor, RWJ Barnabas Health has 2 easy ways to do it from anywhere. You can see an urgent care provider 24/7 on any device with our Telemed app. Or use our website to book a virtual visit with an RWJ Barnabas Health Medical Group provider or specialist, even as a new patient. You've taken every precaution, and so have we. So don't delay your care any longer. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here. As we near the end of the winter sports season, we still have some hoop stars to recognize. This week's recruiting roundup athlete hails from Montclair Immaculate and will be Louisville bound after his senior year. Let's get to know TJ Robinson.
The 6'4" class of 2024 prospect quickly emerged as one of the top point guards in the state during his first varsity season at Montclair Immaculate, leading the Lions in scoring with 609 points that included a team-best 163 free throws made and steals with 24. Robinson's efforts were enough to help guide Immaculate to a non-public B North final appearance where he dropped 18 against powerhouse Roselle Catholic. With one more year of high school ball in front of him, TJ Robinson is committed to play for Louisville next fall.
Mike Frankel back in Atlantic City. Hey, another great week of outstanding plays all over the Garden State. Tons of great plays from the basketball court and, of course, the ice. So here they are, the Jersey Sports Zone top 10 plays of the week. Number 10.
Overtime saw Eli Gottlieb turn in one of the all-time great performances in between the pipes. Martinez gets a shot from point-blank range. That's an insane save. We got to go super slow-mo on this one. Look at Gottlieb use the blocker to perfection.
Number 9. At the other end, it's Davis on the drive, dishes to Lynch for the slam. The North Carolina baseball commit, Ryan Lynch, showing off the hops. Number 8.
Now they're off and running. AJ out the belly to Farouk Muntari for a big-time jam. Muntari throws it down with authority.
Number 7.
VGR draws even with the beauty. Rowan Brennan, look at the sick move around the defenseman. He shoots and scores. Verona Glenridge has tied the game at 3 thanks to Brennan's 34th goal of the year. Check out Brennan going through the defenseman's legs and delivering the equalizer. It sets the stage for some serious playoff drama.
Number 6.
And the Raiders never gave up. Here they win the offensive zone draw and then win the game. Logan Bergy roofs one, and that is your game winner. Bergy's 3rd goal of the night is a clutch one, and it sends the Raiders to the Public A State Final.
Number 5.
And after the timeout, here's Ja'Kai Burnham for the lead. He's got it! Newark Eastside has just 4.3 seconds to go the length of the floor, and the Red Raiders aren't able to get the shot off. And the celebration is on in Linden. The Tigers hang on for a thrilling win to win the North 2 Group 4 championship.
I did this for my grandma Viola. She passed away during the summer. I said this one for her. That's all I gotta say, man. Just on to the next.
Number 4.
How does Hodge respond? He drops the hammer over Mackenzie Mbako. Whoa! Matt Hodge gets a poster dunk on a McDonald's All-American. The Belgian import has the biggest highlight of his season. St. Rose came to play at Rutgers.
Number 3.
Key moment of the game comes here. Northern Highlands gets a 2-man advantage for a full 2 minutes, and the Highlanders were applying immense pressure. Nasinovich tries to clear. His backhand is batted down, but Nasinovich pokes it into open ice. Chatham turns the tables. We've got a 2-on-none. Nasinovich to Doyle Curry. That's a 5-on-3 shorthanded goal. That is a true hockey rarity. Nasinovich did an incredible job of creating the breakaway, and Curry made the gutsy call to join him despite being 2 men down. That's like seeing a unicorn or Bigfoot. Chatham with a 3-0 lead.
Number 2.
Matt Hodge tried to keep the Roses in the game. He sinks the 3-pointer here to cut the lead to 5. But how's this for a response? Rich Briscoe takes flight. Oh my goodness, it's a spectacle. That's an insane dunk. Take another look. We knew Briscoe had hops, but this is one of the most high-flying jams we've seen this season. Rich Briscoe delivers the exclamation point and energizes Roselle Catholic to close out the game.
And the number 1 play of the week. So here we go. After the timeout, Brooks gives the ball up and then gets it back. Time running out as she drives through the lane. The shot at the buzzer is good. Zoe Brooks beats the buzzer for the sectional championship. 63-61 the final. Brooks puts St. John Vianney on her back in the second half and hits the shot of the season. The Lancers win another non-public A-South title.
I knew I didn't have much time, so I just took the shot that I'm most comfortable with.
For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We leave you with the sights and sounds of state championship wrestling here in Atlantic City. We'll see you next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on WLNY TV.
Except
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one, Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.